More things yesterday. MBS is in town yesterday, okay? When he's in town, Ronaldo's there. Musk is there. And while MBS comes in, Trump is going to say hello to him. He slaps Elon Musk in the butt. Rob, you know which one I'm talking about?
Yep.
Yeah, he slaps Elon Musk in the butt, like Vinny was saying earlier, as if, hey, welcome back. As long as you apologize, you're welcome back here. I don't know if you have the clip or not. Is that the one? Okay, right there. Go ahead, Rob. It's a little tap in the belly, checking his six-pack, okay? And then if you want to show Rob the exchange with the media, there's a couple of them. That's one of them, and then we'll go to the other one as well while they're having fun together with the investment that he's making. Is this the whole exchange? Oh, this is the one, Rob. Is this the whole exchange, 2 minutes?
Yep.
Yeah, let's watch this. Go ahead, Rob. Watch this, folks.
Appropriate, Mr. President, for your family to be doing business in Saudi Arabia while you're president, is that a conflict of interest? And Your Royal Highness, the U.S. intelligence concluded that you orchestrated the brutal murder of a journalist. 9/11 families are furious that you are here in the Oval Office. Why should Americans trust you? And the same to you, Mr. President.
Now, who are you with?
I'm with ABC News, sir.
You're with who?
ABC News, sir.
Fake news. ABC fake news. One of the worst in the business. But I'll answer your question. I have nothing to do with the family business. I have left, and when I've devoted 100% of my energy. What my family does is fine. They do business all over. They've done very little with Saudi Arabia, actually. I'm sure they could do a lot. As far as this gentleman is concerned, he's done a phenomenal job. You're mentioning somebody that was extremely controversial. A lot of people didn't like that gentleman that you're talking about. Whether you like him or didn't like him, things happen. But he knew nothing about it, and we can leave it at that. You don't have to embarrass our guest by asking a question like that.
It's just you ask, Mr. President, if you allow me to answer. I feel painful about, the families of 9/11 in America, but, we have to focus on reality. Reality based on CIA documents and based on a lot of documents that Osama bin Laden, he used Saudi people in that event for one main purpose, is to destroy this relation, to destroy the American-Saudi relation. That's the purpose of 9/11. About the journalists, it's really painful to hear anyone that been losing his life for no real purpose or not in a legal way, and it's been painful for us in Saudi Arabia. We've did all the right steps of investigation, etc., in Saudi Arabia, and we've improved our system to be sure that nothing happened like that, and it's painful.
Rob. There's another one that happens as well with the investment of $600 billion, $1 trillion, if you want to find that. Jeff, what do you think about that exchange? Well, what the reporter asked, and then MBS actually wanting to answer it, not wanting president to defend him, protect him.
Yeah, there's a lot going on here. I think the Saudis are in a lot more trouble than people realize, given oil prices and the oil economy over in Saudi Arabia. And I think there's a huge incentive for the United States to offer support, but also Saudi Arabia to give them something as well. So I think it's not really about these political distractions. It's more about, hey, we've got some real trouble going on here, and we need to get along really well.
Brandon, what do you think?
Yeah, I 100% agree. There's been, I think it's like 80% of their GDP is from oil, and they're putting a huge initiative into building things to make it more of a desirable vacation destination. So I mean, it's a weird place to take that conversation, like for 9/11 questions and Jamal Khashoggi questions, when there's a lot more interesting things to talk about than that, and there's like very little information about that stuff. So yeah, I think that the main reason that we're doing a lot of work with them is because we need them, and they need our investment to make it a more desirable vacation destination.
Well, here's Rob. I don't know if you have the other clip where he says ABC should lose their license. Is this the one, Rob?
No,
because
I can grab that.
he was so unhappy with the question that he comes back explaining to her on how many different news, companies lost lawsuits to him, and then he came back and said this about ABC. Go for it.
And people are wise to your hoax, and ABC's your company, your crappy company, is one of the perpetrators. And I'll tell you something.
So why not just sign it now?
I think the license should be taken away from ABC because your news is so fake. And it's so wrong.
97%.
And we have a great
here.
commissioner, the chairman, who should look at that because.
Oh, I wish you would let it finish, because the next thing he says right there is about the fact that there's a reason, because the average audience, if they hear that, they're going to say you can't just go take a license out. There's a part where he says And when 97% of your news was attacking me, is that the part, Rob? Did you find it?
I'm listening to it right now.
Yeah, he gets to it where he says 97%. So, yeah, so he's obviously not happy with what's going on with these guys. I don't know if you can find it, Rob. I mean, we can come back to it. Tom, what are your thoughts here?
I'll tell you what my thoughts are. He campaigned on energy, not independence, not isolationist, but he campaigned on drill, baby, drill. He came right out and he said it, and it's going to be drill, baby, drill. We were there in Washington on the inauguration day where it was a key part of his speech there. He was waving to the crowd and he said, and drill, baby, drill. And guess what? It's having an effect. And Saudis have a Rubik's Cube they have to solve. They need to cooperate with the United States, but with regard to Gaza. But they don't want to be seen as patronizing the United States to the other members of OPEC, who are also other Arabic and Muslim countries. They don't want that, but they need it. The price of oil is coming down, which is actually going to help certain things. It's already helping gasoline and then coming up heating oil in the United States. Electricity is expensive for other reasons. But then the Saudis have this arms merchant service that they run, and they get a lot of support and arms from us. So they got to kind of, it's like they have to, here's what I think is going on right now with Saudis. The Saudis have to drive a toaster through the car wash and get to the other side without getting electrocuted. And right now, there are so many things, from economic pressure to political pressure to the war. They got to take their steps. There is a reason that you take a look at MBS. You've seen him many times. He was not stammering, but he was really searching for words and stuff. He was not the normal MBS, hello, I hope the oil and everything is going good. There's times you can see MBS looking so confident. That guy did he look confident to you?
I think he is. The question about the toaster analogy, Tom, is if the toaster's plugged in, you're in trouble. But if it's not plugged in, you will make it through the car wash.
Well,
so you know that.
Trying to describe
oil prices plugged in the toaster. I think
that's
exactly right.
That's exactly right.
But I do think Trump is using the leverage to get what he wants.
Exactly.
I do think he's using the leverage to get what he wants. Rob, if you want to play that clip,
but that's where his comment comes in. He's defending.
I know he is, because he's trying to get that $600 billion to $1 trillion, because he knows
the Saudis don't have it. That's the thing. They're already out there borrowing dollars. Last year, for the first time in a long time, the Saudi Arabian economy had to borrow external funds. They actually borrowed more in dollars outside of Saudi Arabia than
how much was that? How much did they borrow?
I don't know exactly the number.
Wow,
from
Saudi, the government borrowed more money.
Because with oil prices down, with so many of those internal projects sucking up resources in Saudi Arabia, they actually have some of a cash shortage in Saudi Arabia.
You're right. Last year they borrowed $23 billion.
Yeah,
government planned to borrow about $23 billion for 20.
So net asset acquisition in 2024 was actually negative, which means they're borrowing more outside the country than they're bringing in.
The total national government debt increased to an estimated $319 billion.
They're scaling back all those mega projects. The fiscal deficit is off the charts.
So you're
Saudi
saying
Arabia's in trouble.
They may not even have the $600 billion to invest here.
No.
They need $80 oil. They need $80
Okay, so then let me ask you this.
Minimum.
Let me ask you this
question. So your analogy,
then.
the toaster to the car wash, exactly right.
So let me ask this question here. So then if that's the case, does the president know that? Don't you think the president knows that? So then if he knows that, is this just marketing?
What can I give you to cushion the blow, because I don't want $80 oil? What can I give you to help you in transition so that, Saudi Arabia doesn't fall apart if oil continues to go lower?
I thought I saw they're selling them jets.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know what the number was. I thought I saw $100 million a pop.
And that was something that had been never even on the table before. They said, we're never going to sell you the 35s.
I think Trump's doing a great job. And what you're seeing there is the guy that we elected to use tariffs and other tools to get people to negotiate. Yeah. He's got Saudis playing ball. And I'll tell you, here's the card that the Saudis have. The Saudis want destabilization of Venezuela. They want to disrupt the supply of Venezuelan oil, because right now Venezuela is selling oil to China. If China's buying oil on the backside of the Panama Canal from Venezuela, and they are, then who are they not buying it from? Saudis. Yeah. And so therefore, a destabilized, a military action that interrupts the flow of oil in Venezuela will cause the price of oil go up, and Saudi will sell to other people.
Right? The other way to make money is, if prices won't go up, How do you make more money? Sell more stuff.
2x the volume at $70
exactly.
a barrel.
So if Venezuela's off the table,
Then they could sell it for 70,
and then they
make
can
the
live
volume.
with $50 oil.
Got it.
So this is a little Rubik's Cube, but I think the guy that's in the chair there, look at that. He was very, look at his body language. Look at how he was, forget the reaction to the question from ABC. That pissed him off and it should have. But look at the confidence he has and look at the.
This is the part, Rob. This is the clip I want you to play.
This is the guy we voted for.
Yeah, I think it is $100 million per F-35. And if they were to buy, say, roughly 48 of them, which is the number that they're talking about, Saudi requested for 48 of them, that'd be $4.8 billion for the F-35s. But here's a $600 billion investment. Go ahead, Rob.
Thank you, because you've agreed to invest $600 billion into the United States. And because he's my friend, he might make it $1 trillion, but I'm going to have to work on him. But it's 600. We can count on 600 billion. But I just want to say it's an honor to be your friend, and it's an honor that you're here. And if you'd like to say a few words, but thank you very much.
Well, thank you, Mr. President. We believe in the future of the United States of America. We believe in what you're doing, Mr. President. It's really creating a lot of good things and good foundation to create more economic growth, more business in America. And it will also, your work for the world peace. I believe, Mr. President, today and tomorrow we're going to announce that we are going to increase that $600 billion to almost $1 trillion of investment, real investment and real opportunity by details in many areas. And the agreement that we are signing today in many areas in technology, in AI, in earth materials, magnet, etc., that will create a lot of investment opportunities.
So you are doing that now. You're saying to me now that the 600 billion will be 1 trillion.
Definitely, because what we are signing, it will facilitate that.
I like that very much.
You can pause that, Rob. So
you're picking up the dinner check and dessert.
Look, you're getting a guy that, like you said, Tom, you know, when we were talking about who to have as a president, you want to vote for somebody that negotiates on your behalf. That's what he's doing. Rob, is this another clip you got?
This is one more. This is where President Trump shakes MBS's hand, and then they make fun of Joe Biden.
Go ahead.
It's another league, Mr. President.
And Trump doesn't give a fist pump. I grab that hand. I don't give a hell where that hand's been. I grab that.
I don't give a damn where that hand's been. Who said? So you little piggy, and now it's I don't give a damn where the hand's been. Brandon, what are you thinking?
I agree with a lot of what these guys are saying. I think that like Saudi has been in a tough spot for a long time. Like they're very much anticipating that the demand for oils or their reliance on oil is going to be a problem for them one day. So they're trying to just make it a destination that people want to go to. So I think that's why the subsidy here is that U.S. is investing in, I guess, property or like vacation type of real estate. So they're trying to make it like an attractive destination for rich people to go to offset some of that blow.
Why are you pointing at me when you said that? For rich people to go to? So
I was waving my hands around.
Okay, I got it. No, it's just we're in the waving hand moment. If you got big plans for 2026, I am telling you right now, I can't tell you how many conversations we're having about business planning. There's a reason why we went less than 22 hours to Dallas and come back, because we want to see exactly what's happening with 2026. We're planning for our family, for our businesses, ourselves. And if 2026 is a big year for you as well, I want you to watch this clip. Rob, can you go to the clip with the Jenga to show them what happens when it comes onto business plan and how all of these things are necessary? Go ahead, Rob.
Business is a lot like Jenga. Every piece matters. You need a vision. Do this carefully. Ooh. You need capital. You definitely need capital. Let's put this here. Ooh, listen, hanging on one piece here, by the way. You need the right team, for sure.
This almost fell off, by the way.
You need sales. As good as this looks, if your foundation isn't built on a good business plan, you know what happens? The whole thing crumbles. If you have big plans for 2026, on December 12th, I'm hosting an event called the Business Planning Workshop, where all day we go through the 12 building blocks of writing an effective business plan. So this doesn't happen to you. If you haven't get registered, click on the link below. Let's spend an entire day together on December 12th. Looking forward to seeing you there.
Folks, click on the link below, get registered. You can watch it with your friends, family, and this is going to be people watching this from 100+ countries, and you can find a way to just get registered at the lowest level, or you can find a way to be on the screen so everybody can see each other, and at the end, we'll do a Q&A for 90 minutes. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here, and if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.